Okay, is the hair herring? Is the look looking? Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mathilda. I am in my car right now because some people have different situations. I don't really have a lot of private spaces where I can, sit down and film my videos the way I would like to. So my car is kind of my safe place to do so. And this video has actually been inspired by something just interesting to see. And it was inspired by Victoria Monet's speech at the Grammys. I wanted to talk about how important it is to just give things their time. So this video is actually called Give It Some Time, because we're going to be focusing on how we are actually going to be a better version of ourselves in faith, because I'm a faith girly, and by thinking in a way that if we want something, chill, it's gonna come. But before I start talking about that, I wanted to go over to something that has something to do with my culture and something that is happening currently, which is very, very little mediatized. It's about Congo. As you may or may not know, but I am a Congolese woman. I've been living in Germany and Belgium. However, I'm 100% ethnicity-wise Congolese. My parents are both Congolese people. And it's been over 2 decades, almost 3 decades since we have been in this genocide situation where my people, I will say, have been unalived due to the riches that are in the country and have lost their lives because of unhealthy and very, very different and dangerous conditions. And lately there have been videos circulating of people being literally unalived on camera. It's very, very heartbreaking, and I am so sad that media is not even using any kind of platform to talk about something as important as that, because they don't think that this is actually something that needs to be known everywhere. Because for those who don't know, Congo might even be the richest country in the world. However, we're actually the poorest country at the same time, because we cannot and do not benefit from what we have, because the other forces, let it be Western or China, are using our forces. When someone gets unalived, they don't even report it to the state, they just hide the corpse. It's been very, very hard to see that so little is even said about it. So I wanted to mention this here. I'm going to be putting some videos on information that you might need to know in here as well. And I wanted to mention that ignorance is a privilege. You have the privilege of not going through a situation like that, and I don't want, despite my smaller following, I don't want the people who look at me to not see what is currently going on. So free Congo, free Senegal. We know we're all going through a lot of situations, so I hope we can be in prayer with each other and just make it known. Don't be silent on something like that. Oh, let me just fix myself a little bit for you. Without further ado, let's get down to the real part of the video. My hair is trying to hair right now, but it's not doing what I wanted it to do. It's okay. It's okay. So let's start with the video, people. Whatever you know and want for you to happen, know that for sure it might even happen. If God has put it on your way, it is going to happen. If God said, this is for you, this is your route, He said that, yes, sure, but He never said it will arrive tomorrow. It will arrive in 2 weeks. He didn't even tell you when it will work out. He just told you that if it's for you, it's for you. And at its appointed time, it's going to happen. I feel like life shows up differently for every single person out there. Yes, something could be happening for someone in the span of 2 months. For others, it could happen in the span of 3 years, 15 years. Each life, each person has their own timing, and it's okay, because we're not on the same journey, everyone at the same time. But trust that I believe in you. Everyone's timing and situations are so different, but I feel as if even though everyone's timing is incomparable, you are going to achieve what you have to achieve. Remember that the situation that you're in is created by your thoughts. If you tell yourself, yes, I know it's going to happen because God promised it, it will happen. I don't want to spend too much time stressing out on something that I know is on my way anyways. What if it happens tomorrow? What if it happens the day after? What if it happens in 2 weeks? And how much will you work on it? If you knew that what you wanted would arrive in 2 weeks, how hard would you hustle for it? So why don't just keep doing it every single day? Why don't just continue on pushing? Because you never know actually when your timing is correct. And this is where I want to put Victoria Monet's Grammy speech here. She said 15 years and finally people are seeing what I have been seeing the whole time. She knew her talent. The time would come anyways. At the end of the day, she's doing it first of all for her because this is her passion, because she loves what she's doing, and she just has this resilience that, okay, it's not working today, it might work tomorrow. Okay, it's not working right now, okay, it might work in a week. But it's the resilience. Like I said, your thoughts could trap you. For example, you're doing something for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks you think, it's still not working. You start panicking, stressing, getting these negative thoughts into your system. Where are you going from there? Why are you doubting something that was on your path anyways? Why are you putting off resilience to keep going in the direction of doubts? To be quite honest with you, lovey, I've been in the same situation for practically all my life. Every single time I tried to start something, I would have some doubts afterwards because I would feel, well, what is going on here? Why is it still not working? But actually the time that you spend kind of doubting your route and where you're going and heading is the time that you give to the devil to actually speak those words into your ear and to actually help you push back and push away from your destination. However, if you know that God has something planned for you, if you know that God is there, you know that He's literally standing at the end of the route and saying, come to me, keep pushing, keep going. Because the good things are happening. The good things are actually on their way. Don't believe that just because it took you 2 years, just because it took you 5 years, that you're never gonna get to your destination. There's this one beautiful phrase that says you could be working hard for 4 years and the 5th year is your success year. The key to everything is resilience and trust. There's this phrase that says, believe that you can and you're already half there. That's very powerful. If you think about it, it means that by believing, let's say believe God that He has a good plan for you and believing that you're capable of doing and achieving what you've dreamt for such a long time. Because there's a reason why some things are in your mind. I truly believe that the goals that I have aren't just goals that I put on myself. I believe that they are really kind of my purpose. If it's my purpose, then it's definitely meant for me and it will happen. And believing that this is the route, this is the thing that I have to do, this is where I need to go, is already a path in the right direction. When you believe in something, let it be something that you truly believe from the bottom of your heart, because no matter when the devil is trying to speak some lies and some negativity in your ear, you said, but this is my purpose, this is what I came for, this is my mission on earth, this is what I have to do, this is my goal in life, this is what God gave me. It will be so much easier for you to understand that there are some thoughts and some mechanisms that we have acquired that are actually just there to push us back because we are such strong people. Actually, these thoughts just aren't really helping. If they are not for God, then they're definitely not helping you at all. What I like to do is I like to pray to God to give me more wisdom, because I want to be a very, very strong-minded woman of God. So I ask Him, please give me the vision and the wisdom to understand what is actually going on, where I'm heading. And I feel like God has listened to me quite directly, because He's been pushing me through situations that I'm surprised I'm going through. I think that's something that I asked for, so I have to live with the consequence of this. But no, jokes aside, I feel like God listens quite earnestly, and if you have a goal and a place that you have to be, every situation in your life is going to have a little bit of something to teach you, so that you can acquire wisdom, so that you can do a good job at what you're anointed to. I believe that if my destiny is being a YouTuber, well, I'm not just gonna be a YouTuber with my mindset that I have. I'm not gonna be a full-time content creator, or I'm not gonna be working my dream job if I don't have the resilience, if I'm giving up after 2 days of working on something. You have a build-up, and even this build-up is not made to make you lose. It's made to make you stronger, to let you learn from it, and to believe that you can do and achieve even more things that you have in your mind. So stop playing small. The emotional distress is actually part of all of it. Believing is what makes you stronger. If you believe that you can do something, then who's holding you back? Give it some time. Believing means having patience as well. It's going to come. People will tell you that, oh, if it's not coming, it's not coming. No. It's going to come. I have so many things that I wanted to achieve last year. Might I tell you, I didn't even achieve one of those things, but that's okay because I know that it wasn't my timing. But I'm gonna keep on doing this year because I am going to achieve my dream. I feel like 2024 is such a good year for people who have high ambitions and all, because we have learned from what was happening and how we were feeling last year and are pushing to make things better this year. And it starts with the mind, people. I just want to push the agenda that good things literally take time. And your time is yours only. I will say it again. It's not everyone's timing at the same time. It's yours and yours only. What you believe, I think you can do at the right time. It's so weird to say that to someone because I feel like it could be very disheartening, but I believe that if it's not happening right now, it might happen later, and it will happen when you deserve it the most, when God says, okay, this is your timing. What if he's holding the door because you're not ready yet? But the moment he will let the door open, or he will open it for you, you will see that it was really this timing, and it was really God's timing that was perfect and not mine. Even if you think your timing is perfect, trust that God's timing is always better. When I say God's timing is better, I don't mean that you have to wait until God says, okay, well, I think it's time. No, start doing the things and keep doing them. Keep pushing. The timing, we never know when it's perfect. So keep on doing. It might take longer than we expect, people. So I have 3 points here that I want to mention, which I think are very important to take on the way to actually being a little bit more patient in that situation. Number 1, your faith. I feel like you should trust the Lord completely. And if he has put a goal into you, then trust that it will happen. Following God's plan doesn't sound very, very easy because we have our own plans in our minds and want to have things at the specific time because we think, okay, this is how it's supposed to happen because it happened that way for someone else, or because we're just impatient people in general. But trust that God's plan is always better. It's not easier, it's better. And there's a reason why. There's always a reason why. Also, choose correctly whom and in what you have faith in. Are you praying to God, or are you praying to the thing that you want? Why are you idolizing a goal rather than following and trusting the one who put the goal into you? Want something so bad that I forget to trust the one who gave me the purpose? If God decided he wanted to take that thing away from you right now, would you be okay with it? Would you be okay to surrender that dream, that goal, that job to God and let him do? Or is it too hard for you and you just want to do it for yourself? If you want it enough, leave it in his hands. It will come back, but better. If you practically idolize it, lovey, then it's going to be a very, very hard battle. So here's a Bible verse for you for today, and it's Philippians 4:6-7. And it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus." Number 2, patience. Lack of patience for me personally kills off all dreams. Everyone has a timing that has been appointed to them. I would like to say that if you keep it cool, if you let it go, if you understand that it's yours anyways, you will be more patient. Let go of control, babe. Tell yourself, even if I get my dream apartment in 3 years, even if I get my dream car in a year, where's the problem? I'm gonna get it anyway, so we're winning anyways. If it happens in 5 years, I'm winning anyway, so I still should keep on doing the effort, putting the effort in. Patience is the key to a lot of things, because when you lose your patience, when you're not really patient in your journey, you are letting those negative thoughts kind of corrupt you. Number 3 is to be present. While you're doing the job, while you're working on your dreams, be present. Don't lose yourself in fantasies about how perfect it would be to live that certain life. You can have a little vision board or whatever, but don't lose yourself in your fantasies and your idealization. Rather focus on the current moment and the things that you are doing to achieve that goal, and be there step by step, day by day, and understand that by being present right now, you get rid of all things that are sadness, comparison, etc. I have a last Bible verse for you guys here because, of course, who am I else? And it's Matthew 6:34, and it reads, I'm reading it, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." To finish off this video, because we're already at the end, I wanted to say that if your path is harder and longer, it means that your blessings are much higher. Let that just sink in. We are so blessed. Even if it feels so hard right now, we know that the fruits that we're going to get from this whole journey are going to be so much more powerful and so much more beautiful, and we're going to be so much more grateful that we had this opportunity, that we went through this whole troublesome warfare. While telling you all of this, I feel even more grateful that I'm going through such a situation. And I believe that if you give time, if you let God do his job the way that he wants it and the way that he is doing it, and if you understand that beautiful things take time. God didn't build the world in a day. He took 6 days and took his time until everything was good. Genesis 1. For me personally, we win in patience, in presence, in silence, in faith, and in trust. That sounded so beautiful. I think this is the end of my video for you guys. I believe that we have a lot of things that we still need to learn on earth, but I'm happy that we're doing what we're doing, and I'm happy that you're here. So thank you for watching. God bless you. Please keep watching my videos, and I love you, my little lovies. Let's keep growing and see you very soon. Yeah.
There's a whisper that says to look higher.